Representing the United States Marine Corps, Corporal Richard Weinmaster, with Lieutenant General George J. Troutman. While assigned to 2nd Squad, 3rd Platoon, Company E, 2nd Battalion, 7th Marines on the 8th of July, 2008, then Private First Class Richard S. Weinmaster was conducting a dismounted patrol down a narrow alleyway in the Sangin district of Helmand Province, Afghanistan, when his squad was ambushed with enemy medium machine gun fire and hand grenades. The enemy's position was directly to the front of the patrol and no more than 150 meters from the main body. The narrow alleyway the patrol had been moving down afforded little cover. There were 8 to 10 foot high walls on either side that further constricted movement. Within the first few seconds of the attack, 2 Marines were wounded and immobilized as a result of the heavy volume of enemy fire. Despite the heavy volume of fire impacting around him, Private First Class Weinmaster immediately engaged enemy forces with his squad automatic weapon providing suppressing fire that allowed other Marines in the area to seek cover and begin returning fire. While assaulting forward onto the enemy, Private First Class Weinmaster saw 2 hand grenades tossed over a wall and land in the middle of the patrol. Seeing where one of the grenades landed, Private First Class Weinmaster put himself between the grenade and his fire team leader in order to shield him from the blast. Almost immediately, the grenade exploded, seriously injuring Private First Class Weinmaster. His selfless act prevented his fire team leader from being injured by the shrapnel. Though he was critically wounded from the grenade attack, Private First Class Weinmaster continued to engage the enemy forces with accurate automatic fire, forcing them to break contact. Within days of the attack, Private First Class Weinmaster would be medically evacuated to the United States due to the severity of shrapnel wounds inflicted to his head, neck, and both thighs. While attached to Wounded Warrior Battalion West, Naval Medical Center San Diego Detachment, now Corporal Weinmaster exceeded all expectations during his recovery as a wounded warrior. Doctors initially did not expect a congenial recovery. Corporal Weinmaster's determination, perseverance, and compliance with his treatment plan, however, led to an absolutely exceptional recovery that inspired his fellow wounded, ill, and injured Marines. Despite only recently being promoted meritoriously to his present rank, Corporal Weinmaster displays all the leadership qualities of a seasoned, non-commissioned officer. As a result of his heroic actions and valor in combat, Corporal Weinmaster was awarded the prestigious Navy Cross. Representing the United States Coast Guard, Lieutenant Commander Thomas L. Boyles with Admiral Thad W. Allen. Lieutenant Commander Thomas L. Boyles of the United States Coast Guard is a model of service to his country and community. He has dedicated his career to the safety of the U.S. homeland. The following are highlights from his service over the past 8 years. In September 2001, following the attacks on the World Trade Center, Lieutenant Commander Boyles was deployed to Ground Zero to oversee decontamination of personnel and equipment. His diligent oversight and organizational acumen in integrating federal, state, and local personnel and equipment minimized the spread of hazardous material outside the affected area, ensuring the general public's safety. Deployed in the wake of the Columbia Shuttle disaster, Lieutenant Commander Boyles' knowledge and ability was showcased by his implementation of a resource tracking system that allowed the EPA to quickly pinpoint the location of personnel and resources, enabling rapid resource adjustments to manage an ever-changing response that covered a 38-county area. In 2004, Lieutenant Commander Boyles was assigned as one of the first international port security liaison officers and helped develop policies and procedures that continue to steer the direction of the program. His superior performance in setting up a national-level maritime terrorism exercise in preparation for the 2006 NATO summit in Riga, Latvia, resulted in the State Department specifically requesting that he be assigned as a port security advisor to Latvia during the summit. The Latvian Navy lauded his insight and critical evaluation as key elements to the summit's success. In 2008, Lieutenant Commander Boyles' personal engagement with the Russian Ministry of Transport led to the approval of a letter of intent between the Russian Federation and the U.S. Coast Guard, establishing cooperative efforts in the International Maritime Corridor. The effective relationship he helped establish was described by the U.S. Embassy in Moscow as a major positive development in a time of tense relations between the U.S. and Russia. Lieutenant Commander Boyles was highly praised for his work as the Planning Section Chief for Super Bowl 43, where he led local, state, and federal agencies in the successful implementation of the National Incident Management System.